Good morning. It's Crystal. One moment. Okay, I'm back. All right. So I was getting this. I was just pulling cards for myself, and I was getting this message. And okay, so let's start with the Hangman. You have been asked by Spirit to look at your life from a different vantage point, from a different perspective. Um, and then I was also getting that you may have been seeing life and certain situations and people in your life in a different way. And it's almost like, and I was getting that it's like the last few moon cycles, Spirit has been illuminating things in your life and the people in your life that maybe you've had a feeling about. And then we also got the Nine of Wands. So you put up those boundaries, and maybe now you're understanding why you put up those boundaries. Maybe you're being tested again with certain situations that you had been privy to somebody's behavior or how they've been moving and that kind of shit. And you thought it was done or it was settled, but something came back around and you're understanding now why you had to put up the boundaries like you did. Like you're getting that information, right? So it's important because you are this King of Wands. Like you are very loyal yourself, right? You're very confident, you're very self-assured. So because you've done the work to look at life from a different vantage point, you've put up the boundaries that were necessary. You may also be this person who's very creative and you're eccentric. Can't speak. But you were asked to be yourself. So that's a lot of Wands energy, a lot of creative energy, fire energy. So there could have been a lot of fighting and conflict. And maybe people fighting you, trying to fight over you. But know that you have the strength. You don't need to stay in these situations. You can walk away. Oh my God. What is this? The Six of Pentacles. Spirit is, there may be somebody coming into your life that is going to gift you with maybe some pentacles or who knows, flowers, a cup of coffee, shopping spree. Again, possibilities are endless, but there's gifts coming in for you because you have done that hard work, that introspective work. Like you've seen what you needed to see, and people are showing their true colors again. There's certain things that are coming back up, that are rearing back up, and you're like, I know you. You've shown me who you were long time ago, and I believe you. I believe you. And maybe Spirit's also asking you to like take away yourself, like remove yourself from the situation. Come out of those old patterns, because you know now. You've seen what you've seen. You know what you know. And now it's time to go. And then and Spirit is like, okay, you've followed your heart. You've given to yourself. Now we want to present you a cup of love. We want to show you how loved you are, beloved. Oh my golly. We got the Nine of Cups. You're freaking abundant. Like just waiting, sitting there waiting for, you're like, I know. I got this. I'm just waiting for all of my dreams and wishes to come true. It's time for, yeah. It's time for my desires to come to fruition. And I am just allowing it to happen. I'm not forcing it. I'm allowing it to happen. You know, because at one point you may have been in this, I heard a bee. It's the sweetness coming in. You may have been in this place where you were in this, felt like you were trapped, but you had, like you thought you were trapped, but you weren't. You were emotionally entrapped. You were stuck in your head. But if you just moved forward, if you took one step, you would realize actually all these swords that I thought were a barrier really weren't. There was a path there for me. I just needed to, wriggle myself out of these binds that I thought I need to hold on to, and then take off my blindfold. Okay. Holy shit. We also have so not only do we have the Nine of Cups, we also have the Nine of Pentacles. So again, you're abundant. You're reaping your harvest. It's time to reap your harvest. And if it hasn't come in, it's coming in. It's time to reap the harvest. And yeah. So that Cup of Love, that Ace of Cups that we had gotten earlier, like you also may have a love offer. And that could mean whatever to your situation. You are worthy to be loved. All right. Oops. Any other messages? Okay. So we got the Two of Swords. So you may be coming up to something. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to choose. You're going to have options, right? You're going to have to choose. But the blindfold is, to me, just saying, and I also see the moon, follow your intuition. Follow your intuitive guidance. You will know which way to go. And if you need to take some time to rest and to think about it, then allow that to happen. Allow yourself to be guided. You shouldn't have to force it. Because you found that balance. You've taken time to work on yourself to become emotionally balanced. So allow yourself to flow. Also, stay grounded, stay hydrated, get out in the sun. Because there's going to be a journey. A new journey. A more sunny journey. Oh my God. We got the fucking Ten of Pentacles. Holy crap. The Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so we got the Ten of Pentacles. So like, happy fucking life. Stable. You got stability. Holy. You're here to leave a legacy. You're here to leave your legacy in your family, whether you have children or not. You create your family however that looks for you. It doesn't freaking matter. It does not have to look like everybody else's. Okay? But know that, again, you're going from the freaking, oh my God, I can't find it now. Whew. The Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, because you've done the balancing, you've done that inner work, you listen to yourself, you listen to your inner guidance and that inner wisdom. You're sitting in this place where you just know, like you are so emotionally fulfilled within. And so nurturing and mothering. Maybe you're a Cancer. water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, I believe. Oh my God, why am I? Yes, it's Scorpio. Okay. The Seven of Swords. Taking what you need and walking away. Just the essentials. And I also am just getting like, you may have been, the whole process, the whole journey asks you to surrender, asks you to lean into your faith, into your own knowing. And sometimes your life is stripped. And if you need to learn the lesson on like how material items don't matter in the way that we've been taught that they matter, when you have things stripped from your life and you learn to do with less and you become content and happy with less, then when Spirit asks you to move and it's like, okay, you just need to take the essentials, you're not attached to these things. It's easy to just be like, okay, Spirit, I got you, because you've been given these lessons on not getting caught up and not being attached to certain people, places, or things. Because you know that as much as you're attached to these things, just as connected as you are, Spirit can just take that shit away. And it's a shock to the system, of course, but you also understand that it's not personal. It's not anything that you've done wrong. It's your soul is helping you grow and you get comfortable in certain situations, and Spirit needs to shake up your life so that you can, again, see life from a different perspective, so that you can find balance within, so that you can create your legacy, because you have planted those seeds, that you planted the seeds in your life, and it's not just in one area that you planted these seeds. It's in a myriad of ways. So don't undermine yourself, and don't undermine the fact that maybe sometimes you were asked to plant seeds of, a healthy mind, or of peace, and now you're cultivating these things that you planted, right? A balanced family, finding wow, throat chakra, finding balance so that you can create this happy family, so that you know that they're inheriting goodness. If you're here to break those generational curses and traumas and all that other stuff, then you want to leave them a legacy where they don't have to continually fight just to be themselves. You've been doing the hard work so that the generations behind you can benefit as well as ahead of you. You are all those things that you have done for yourself, whether anybody else has seen it, Spirit has seen it. Your higher self knows, and Spirit knows what you have done, where you have planted seeds, where you have plucked those weeds in your life and pruned those hedges and done all of that stuff. You have done that. You have poured into yourself, and Spirit wants to pour into you. Spirit wants to show you you are worthy of so much abundance, but you're also worthy of receiving, because you generously and with an open heart give. And it's time for you to receive. And you are going to be that person that is going to be able to bless people in a, oh my God, you don't even know how you are going to be able to bless people in your life. And because you've gone through everything that you have, you are going to give in a different way because you know what it feels like to not be seen, not be heard, not be understood. And just, you know, it's so funny because I'm getting these glimpses again of like these little, you know, those, even with my parents, like, you know, some people just, they just don't get you. And they believe a certain story. And it's just like, honestly, if you want to make up a story about me and you don't know who I am and you don't want to ask who I am, or you're not interested in finding out who I am, because honestly, like, I've kind of put stuff out there, but they're not receptive to where my life is going, right? Like, not at this moment. So they've made up this story, and other people in my life have made up stories about me. And it's just like, you know what? Believe what you want to believe. If you've created a story in your head about me and you want to believe that, then cool. I'm just going to be here living my life and staying true to me. And yeah. If you want to believe something that you've created, then cool. Like, I'm not defending myself. I'm done defending myself to people that are really just not ready to understand even themselves at a deeper level, right? So how can they understand me if I am full of depth? Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that there's a card that fell over here. Okay, oops. So the card that fell is the Eight of Cups. So it's time to walk away from those things that are no longer aligned with you. Whether at one point they were emotionally fulfilling, even again, if it's family, even if it's people that are close to you, it's time. Like, these cups are empty. Like, what have you been pouring into that hasn't been pouring into you? What have you given your love to that no longer is sustainable because it's not energetically reciprocal? You deserve the world. You deserve to have your emotional needs met. You deserve to have all of the love that you pour into people, pour into the things that you care about, pour into your crafts, your hobbies. Like, when you love what you do, even if you don't make a fucking dollar from it, when you put your all and you put your love into something, how can you go wrong? And because somebody else doesn't see that vision, like, who the fuck cares? You're living your dreams. You're at least trying or pursuing something that you love to do and that brings you joy. And people see that. And sometimes it's just hard for people to see that you are doing something that maybe that they would like to be doing. Because you, like, there was a lot of times where you just dwelled on those things, on those spilled cups. And now it's kind of like, okay, adventure time. Like, fuck that shit. I'm walking away. Like, I was hung up before, but I'm now ready for another adventure. It's time to move. Ooh, geez. So some people may be moving, truly moving. I also get like, yeah, a big move. Maybe you're moving different provinces or states, or I don't know. Yeah, it's time to move forward. So you got the tower. So you may have had a lot of tower moments. You may have gone through a big tower moment recently where it's been illuminating a lot of things, and eliminating was going to come out of my mouth. So like you see on this picture, when these people are like, it's the end of these old things. Okay? These people that tried to keep you from your freaking crown. It's time, because the sun is ready to come out. You're ready to shine. You're ready to be seen. It's time to be victorious. It's time. We're in Gemini season, okay? It's time to bring in this childlike wonder and bring back the joy and love into your life, and say fuck it to those other people. Take care. Have a good one. Many blessings. Mwah.